Welcome to my channel. If you are anything like me and you fancy yourself as a creative and someone who's into tech, but you never quite learned how to code, you never quite learned any design tools, you don't have all that formal training and all that shenanigans, but you've got good ideas and your mind goes everywhere, right? I just want to show you guys what's achievable nowadays. So I built this website using LLM driven coding, which is essentially when you talk to AI and tell it what you want it to do, and it goes and does it. Um, so I created this really magnificent and well designed website, if I do say so myself, without any coding skills, without any web design, web development skills, just ideas, a vision. And if you're into hip hop like me, then you know a little something about sampling, and it's no different in this. So I'm trying to present this workflow that I've been using to you creatives out there as another art form. So this is my version of sampling, right? So out in the wild, we have these things called component libraries that are essentially bits of code that somebody with formal coding training has made. So think of it as like, uh, I mean, Beethoven and Kanye West, right? Like Beethoven is a genius, and so is Kanye West. And Beethoven can do all these like things that Kanye can't because he's got the formal training. And Kanye's art uh, maybe doesn't rely on that formal training, but it samples from the people who made those music, like made those classics. I'm getting off the topic here, but if you look at these two side by side, you'll sort of get a sense of what's possible by adapting these component libraries to your vision and your client's vision. So this Capital Studio, it's a collective of creatives, and shout out to Dayan. This was my first ever client that I got from Instagram for my web design business, Web 500. It's just really incredible to me that I could do this without any coding skills or anything like that. So if anybody out there is creative, is into tech, doesn't know how to code, has good ideas, and maybe you enjoy solving problems, that's what drives me. I saw this creative collection and they needed a website and it needed to be a certain way. I saw that as a problem that needed solving, so I did that. And yeah, it was enjoyable. And if you need extra cash on the side, or maybe you're just looking for your next art form, if you have any questions, comment down below. I can teach you guys how to find clients online, how to reach out to them, how to start like building a website using just your words. You can do this on Mac OS and on Windows and on Linux, obviously. Another thing that I recently did was I created this dashboard that can help me find jobs that are like well suited to my CV. So this is a website, but it's more like a web app that is like it knows the context of what sorts of jobs I'm looking for. It has my CV. So I could just design like a basic dashboard, and it's pulling on these four platforms. It's using their APIs to bring in data of jobs that might suit me. So yeah, this is just one of the many use cases. I've got James, which is a cafe who needed an e-commerce store, and they have like a membership system, and people need to be over 18 to buy from them. So I created this website for them. Like you can't really create this easily, at least on WordPress, or without paying like an arm and a leg for like an actual developer to come in and do the thing. This is Veteranson. It's a IT like consultancy in Illinois in the US that I also created a website for. And yeah, if you guys want to learn how to do some of what I do, this is the place that you'll be able to learn that. So comment down below what sorts of things you guys want to learn. Some of the cool stuff I've made is also like an automation that anything that a person has to go and do. Like maybe I want to go to Facebook and find plumbers nearby who might need websites. So I'll search for plumbing and I'll press enter and I'll scroll through and I'll click and see, do they have a website? How does their website look? Why not automate all of that? And that's something that I've built too. And I mean, when I say built, I mean I use this tool called Playwright MCP to like follow instructions that are made. And Playwright MCP essentially allows an AI to control your browser. I should say an LLM to control your browser and do tasks that you give it. So I would just tell the LLM, go to Facebook, find plumbers nearby, look for ones who don't have websites or have bad websites, put all of their contact details in a list for me. And yeah, that's just one way that I'll like start formulating outreach. Guys, it's a new era. And while what I'm speaking about is like boring things like outreach and like websites and plumbing, no offense to the plumbers, what I'm trying to communicate is that you actually are, the only limitation is your imagination, as well as obviously being aware of what AI can and can't do. That's all that's stopping you between making something valuable, whether it's for business or for yourself or just something that is nice to look at, and your clients are happy. Yeah, I'd love to teach and share and talk and yap. And thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna stop now. Comment down below what you would want to see next. If you're interested in learning, give me a like, give me a subscribe. Peace out.